Hey guys, I'm real excited about this episode. Shayla and I got to sit down, well, she filmed, I got to sit down with the barbecue team that completely shocked the world, okay, by going to Memphis in May. They were totally underdogs. Nobody on the team had ever competed there, and they hadn't competed individually or as a team in Memphis in May, the World Championships, and they won Whole Hog at Memphis in May. They're the current 2019 World Champions in Whole Hog, the hardest division to win, and we got to sit down with them because they're our friends. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I think you will. Crack open a cold drink and sit back and listen to these guys. They're the most humble people. I tell you, barbecue's got a lot of great folks in it, and they don't get any better than Hometown BBQ. So sit back and enjoy this one. Look, one of my favorite things about barbecue is the camaraderie that comes through it, you know, and the people we've met. And these guys have been instrumental in teaching me a lot about barbecue. I came into this thing as a jerky guy, so, you know, Dusty and Noel and now Marcio and Will. Will's the first one that I ever heard say, this is the money muscle. Like, I'd never heard that term before, you know, so at a competition. So anyway, man, look, we're just thrilled to be here with Hometown. And let me wear one of the shirts tonight, so this is a great thing. But, man, I want y'all to tell me just the feeling you had and just kind of recap what happened, because the story is these guys had never competed in Memphis in May as a team, or even, is anybody on the team ever been there?
Never.
Right? And so they go up and they win the World Championship on Whole Hog. I can edit. There's no video. We can roll. We just did it. Which is phenomenal. It's unheard of, right? So this is really special that this happened. I mean, it's historical. So, but somebody just jump in there and kind of tell us about it, you know?
Well, I mean, just, you know, us all talking here, I mean, it took a team, number one. You took one piece of that team out of the group of guys that we had, and we'd have failed. There's absolutely no doubt about that. It took every single person to make that team and to make happen what we happened. We were very fortunate. We started out in humble beginnings. We remain humble. We're not getting a big head. We're very thankful for the people we've met along the way. From the very beginning, when we first started barbecuing, to the point, just like you said, I mean, you start somewhere.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, and you make your way through. And we've all been fortunate enough to be in enough competitions and meet a group of folks and move through that. And, you know, Michael Hostley, Big Hoss we call him, kind of got us in the MBN world. We did a little competition in Mississippi State, very successful. 3 years we were up there. That was kind of our little, hey, you know, we got something here, you know, and we've all competed against each other, and we've also competed with each other. Now we've got a team, and you know, and it's taken folks even from that, our team, past that, meeting certain people that just kind of fell into our lives that has projected us to the next level. So, and we got our Brazilian over here, grill master over here.
He's got that rack of ribs over there.
Roy over there thinks he's got some ribs.
Roy and Herman.
It's going to be Roy and Herman's going to beat us tonight in ribs, but everything's competition, so we want to keep that going.
Right.
But you know, Noel and I, we high school friends, college, came together in a competition. He forgot his lighter.
I never forget a lighter now.
And needed to.
You never forget the barbecue sauce either.
Exactly. Yeah, forgot the barbecue sauce and went to Memphis in May. But anyway, love him.
He showed up.
Yeah, he showed up. He made it there. He made it happen. But you know, Will built our blind box. I mean, that's half the competition. People don't realize it, but part of that whole deal is putting a box together. It's going to sit on a table that can't see our faces and let us sell our product. It's what's in that box.
It's got to speak for itself.
It's got to speak for itself. Yeah. He built an amazing box.
The blind box Willie. Blind box Willie.
Blind box Willie there. We've got folks that aren't here tonight that are in the background that just were there 110%. It took every one of us. There's no egos in this whole deal, and that to me made a successful team.
Oh wait, I gotta say something about it. There's nobody else on that team that's a hog washer like me, though.
Yeah, that's right. Hog washer over here.
I'm
We
the
got a
only one hog
over
washer,
here.
so there's an eye on that, all right? No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. There's no eye on team. Is there an eye on team?
There's not even an eye in hog
But there's no
washer.
we on team either. With all the jokes aside.
But it took every one of them. It's a very emotional event. I mean, I remember calling my wife, which she did not answer, and I knew my daughter was with her, and called her, and his tears were just flowing down my face, and I get emotional now even just talking about it. And that was for every one of us.
I never cry.
Yeah, bull butter. Bull butter.
Look like a bunch
I mean,
of teenage girls.
Our ambassador walks in to give us, hey, we're in the top 3. She's crying because but she was a part of our team too that day. That day she was part of our team. She came on stage with us. I mean, it took everybody that was behind us, and I got to give a couple of special thanks to obviously Mike Costley, Big Hoss, that got us into the whole process of cooking hogs and competing and teaching us how to deal with judges and giving presentations, and then Hank Baden, Hank's Number One Barbecue, was right there behind us the whole time, giving us pointers, helping us out with picking hogs, and helping us out with seasonings. And
What's amazing to me is Mississippi is kicking tail in barbecue. I mean, the state of Mississippi owns barbecue right now.
They do. And what you don't realize, I recently moved to Memphis, Tennessee, and met an amazing group of guys that are right there in a 20-mile radius that you don't realize are the top barbecuers in the country. I mean, there's just names that you see if you're watching a YouTube video, and all those guys are right there in a little 20-mile radius. Scott and Carolyn Guy, man, if we could, again, part of our team, they were right there with us from start to finish. Like, hey, we've been there. You need to do this.
Right.
It's our hog.
Yeah.
But to take 5 years off of our competitive advantage, trying to go out there and make these
Learn these things on site.
They cut all that out, but they helped us out tremendously.
That's awesome.
Mark Lambert, Sweet Spine of Mine, man, I was in there probably freaking, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. I think I was his number 1 customer for 3 months going into to Memphis in May, but helped us tremendously. There's just a ton of people. It's not one person. It is truly 110% a team. You take one person out, it's 80% of the team.
Yeah.
And it took every one of us to do what we did. Never been done before.
Right.
First year team going into Memphis in May and to win Whole Hog, which is the hardest category, against the best of the best of the best out there. We were truly blessed, and we thank God for helping us get through that. And without him, we would be where we were.
Hey,
And
can I add something?
yeah, go ahead.
We get the hard work, but God gets the glory.
Yeah, he does.
There you go.
No doubt. Go ahead.
You were talking earlier about the money muscle, and it just goes back to how many people teach you everything about barbecue. Barbecue is about teamwork. No person can go in and cook a competition by themselves and expect to win. It just don't happen like that.
Yeah.
It takes a dynamic of a team to make it to the top. And that's one thing that Michael Hosley taught me. Scott Guy, Carolina Guy, they all went right on top of it with it, while we're in Memphis. That it's all about teamwork, and like you said about the money muscle, Mike taught me that years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I just passed it on to you I just met you and I passed it right on to you just because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And without people like that in our lives, we wouldn't have been where we're at.
Well, and to take off of that, BBQ World, it's a competitive deal.
For sure.
No doubt.
For sure.
But I can tell you, if you're not a barbecue competitor, you want to get out and compete, do it. Because there's a family. When I say there's a family, we're a family, and that's what got us there. But there's a family out there that's going to help you and teach you. There's no secrets out there. There's really not. There's,
Nope.
you know, you can fine tune your ribs or your chicken or whatever. They're willing to share and help you out. So even at a local event, get out there. There's somebody that's going to help you get to the next level. It may be it may be a baby step, or it may be a large step, but keep plugging. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I went out. My first chicken event, first trophy I ever won was first place chicken at Grill on the Green, and I'm not good at chicken. I'm still not good at chicken, but first place chicken in Grill on the Green. And I had a mentor that showed me how to cook chicken and showed me some little techniques. My chicken fell on the ground in a box, and I got first place chicken.
Wow.
And I don't know how the world it happened, but you know, as we talked about in our video, you got to play to those judges. That's the key, is to play to who your judges are and know who they are.
Right.
If they're certified judges, you play on the certified circuit. You know how to play with those guys. If it's a guy that's a supervisor for the county that you're in, you know, you want those ribs to fall off the bone. You want them like they will cook them at home or how they got them at a restaurant down the road. But
It's kind of like these ribs we're cooking tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
We knew we're going up against world-class chefs.
Right, correct.
And so we wanted to do something that stood out, and that paid big dividends for us.
We don't know yet until my ribs and Herman ribs come out that smoker.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Well, there's two things that I think about. One is that, you know, we were fortunate to win, but if we hadn't won, there's one thing that Scott said. He said the main focus of it is to have a group of friends that you enjoy cooking with. And at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, if you had a good time cooking with your friends, that's the most important thing. The second thing I'd like to say is to go back and talk about Jeff Rollins and Brian Levi. We didn't have a sponsor. We wouldn't have gone to Memphis in May because, quite frankly, didn't have the funds to go up and actually compete like we should. And we just want to give a shout out to them that all started back at a cook-off for SCA. Brian asked Dusty and I to go over and cook with him at, and that's how it got birthed that night. Is he was like, it's a bucket list of mine. We want to go do Memphis in May, and we just thank him for helping us get there and supporting us to be able to go up and compete.
There's no doubt. That venture to go to Memphis in May is a very expensive event. And Noel and I have talked about this actually in the past. We related to, a travel soccer team that's, parents can afford to take their kids to the next level and go compete in soccer. There's some kids out there that are damn good soccer players that don't have the funds to go play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's a bunch of dang barbecuers out there that's better than us, better than a lot of guys that are up there competing. But they can't afford to go out and do that. It gave us an opportunity. Brian and Jeff gave us an opportunity to go.
Right.
And I think that's what, to be a first-time team up there, something different. We were able to go up and show what we do. Now, there could be 10 other teams out there that can't afford to go. They could make it, could do it, could do exactly what we did.
I like to add something. I think it comes from, it gave us some sort of confidence. And I talked to Noah prior of going, and I talked to Will, and I think I mentioned to everybody, I said, just the privilege of going to Memphis in May, to me, I feel privileged to be there at that spot, just competing.
It's a bucket list
thing. It was like, for us just to go there, but going back
once in a lifetime scenario.
Yeah. So going back to what Brian and Jeff did, they believed on us. It's nobody just go out there and just take some money and say, I'm gonna let this guy who go there and cook. They believed on us. And I think we took it that way, that they believed on us.
Well, that's kind of how
personally
life is.
I took it that way.
Yeah, life is, man. You guys, the time that I've known you, each one of you are givers. You talk to people. You've helped me. you've helped many other people, and you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all reap that. I mean, somebody stepped in and gave you an opportunity that maybe you couldn't have afforded or whatever to do it at that time or whatever. So that's just awesome, man. That's a great life lesson, I think.
And definitely touching on what Noel said, you know, Ryan Levi and Jeff Rollins, and you know, also our other two teammates, Dustin Stanford and ST Phillips. It wouldn't be done without everybody doing their part.
And look,
no matter
along,
what it is.
Along the way, if you forget anybody, know that if you're watching this video and you're part of this, know that we're grateful for you. If we don't remember your name, because there's a lot of people that help me.
You start naming names.
Yeah,
There's no
me.
daughter,
Yeah.
you know, Caroline. I still owe her $20. Caroline, I'm gonna pay you $20 one day. I swear I'm going to. I gotta find me a banker first.
Yeah,
We only do some bakers.
Right now, and I'll tell you real quick, we were talking about that. My first competition earlier at Goliath, which was in the city of Goshen, he's the guy that said, hey, you need this one chicken, this one chicken. And my chicken hit the ground. And he's the guy that showed me how to cook chicken. I mean, you know, I mean, that's it's little. I'm telling you, there's 100 names out there for all of us.
That's right.
That got us
Absolutely.
where we are today. And guess what? There's going to be 100 more from today until 5-10 years down the road.
Right.
It's
The
not-
family just keeps growing.
All right, well no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask the question, what's next for Hometown BBQ? I mean,
We've got a couple of competitions. We got one we're going to do in the end of Georgia, the Pig Jig in November. It's a big major competition. There'll be 60 to 80 hogs there. We've got several of them that's coming up again in probably March.
Hogs for a Cause?
Hogs for a Cause, major charity events, which is basically what we're formed with, is what we do. We want to help people out there. Marcia does a lot for the homeless as well. We do a lot for churches and schools, and just you know, again, it goes back to humble beginnings, and that's the way we want to be, and that's the way we want to finish, and you know, that's kind of who we are.
yeah.
We stay humble, we cook barbecue, and then
Yeah.
if we get a chance to win, we just carry home the trophy and God gets the glory. As simple as that.
Yep.
We resume with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
You know,
Man, look, I know everybody out there that's going to watch this video, you know, it's a special thing to be able to sit down with obviously guys that are humble about what they've done and are world class. That's one thing we talk about at Smokehouse Bayou a lot. We want to be world class, you know, and you know, this is a world class group of guys, and I'm thankful that y'all allowed me to come be a part of tonight and videoing this and kind of exposing the people that we know on our channel or whatever to you guys.
And I'll say this too. The last thing, Brian, is Smokehouse Bayou truly is world class jerky. We all enjoy it. I'm not a big jerky fan, but when I tasted your jerky, it reminded me a lot of barbecue. You know, and you do a fantastic job at what you do. If somebody needs to at least buy one bag, and just try it, and it will change your world. And it's not like the Jack Links that you'll see in the store. This is different. This is totally different. So again, you know, Brian's got a website. Please visit that, smokehousebayou.com. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then my favorite is, there's multiple flavors, is the pecan and also the smoked hickory.
The snack sticks are phenomenal.
Snack
Yeah,
sticks
these
are good.
Snack sticks are off the chain. Keto diet, folks, this is what you want.
Thank you for that.
But again, please like and subscribe to Brian's video.
There's a link below.
There's a
Look at the link below. You subscribe to it. Click it now. Don't waste your time.
Brian shares everything, all his secrets out there. So the ribs we're doing tonight, there'll be recipes involved in that as well.
I got to give the
Smokehouse
credit
Bayou.
to any jerky you see that I post on Facebook. I think I make just enough so I can eat my own.
Yeah, he's all
But Brian taught me how to cook the jerky. It's not as good as his, but he's got
pretty dang good.
I got an idea. So you go
Brian.
to
So
Smokehouse.
thank Marcio for this awesome
Venue.
Hey,
Hopefully we'll
this is
shoot more videos.
hometown-
I want to do the alligator.
This is hometown setup right here.
Yeah,
This is their headquarters of hometown.
Headquarters of Hometown BBQ team.
Yes, sir.
This is the headquarters.
International headquarters right here.
So thank you guys, appreciate it. Thanks
All
for
right.
having us, Brian.
Hey, keep on barbecue and then subscribe to the link below. Help Brian out. He's a great guy. Look, besides the point that Brian, he's a great guy. Let's take that aside. This is a great jerky
It's
right
a great
here.
jerky.
This
Well-
is good stuff.
When we were, y'all are giving a lot of credit, and I have to say, Smokehouse Bayou wouldn't be anything without Shaden.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey, behind that camera right there, there's the real deal.
Yeah, that's the worker. Brian do crack.
That's exactly right.
Brian just talks. The worker
He's a
behind the
good
camera.
talker.
And I'm back here with Smokehouse Bayou on my finger, so.
There you go.
There's the proof.
All right, well, we're going to conclude with, we're going to check the ribs. And then obviously Marcio's ribs have been going at 425 for about 18 hours. So can't wait to try those. It might still be a little tough. I don't know if they're really kind of
Slow and hot.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Slow and hot. All right.
That's Roy, not.
Oh, that's right. Roy and Herman.
Yes,
Roy and
Roy,
Herman ribs. So we're competing today against the.
Secretary of the
Tell us
Hog
where we're at right
Association.
now.
The Union Hog Washer.
Where are we at right now on your ribs?
So my ribs were about an hour ago. I wrapped them. They were 5.5 hours to be exact. It was 5:34 minutes. I'll say 5.5. We wrapped them at 5.5 hours. They've been cooking at 425 direct heat.
Yeah.
With like a little char. So if anybody out there trying to do this, replicate this, you can
The
go
more
online.
char, the better. Is that
Absolutely,
kind of-
yes.
Okay, yeah.
So then, due to the excessive amount of heat, we bring in a lot of fluids when you wrap. So
Not
we
too
got-
much though.
Not a lot. About 6 cups of fluid into that wrapping process.
Okay. All right. I can't
From
wait
there-
to try.
From then on, look, it's going to sit there for 2.5 hours, and it's going to go through the process
At
of
425.
425.
Direct heat.
Direct heat. So what that's going to do is going to
Render
all those
Y'all
juices
y'all
are gonna get
tune back
rendered.
in about 7 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning, and we'll get to try his
And I
ribs
need
for
another
breakfast.
beer after that.